Tahiti is a peaceful island in the Pacific Ocean, but its unique cyclone-shaped wave seems almost designed for creating casualties. With forecasts calling for extraordinary surf on the famed big wave spot Teahupoo, they placed the Billabong Pro Tahiti contest on hold. Most of the big wave riders in the world descended on the island to be in the water despite a code red called by the Tahitian Coast Guard, which is meant to keep everyone on shore. This is the story of Code Red, Part 2. Dylan and Laurie were the first tow team who really defeated the gigantic monster, going deep into the maw of the wave and coming out, giving others the courage to try it again after the Tahitian legend Raimana's accident stopped the tow-in session for a while. Teahupo'os wave turned into a thick wall of water as tall as an 18 to 20 foot colossal building, sucking upwards all the time and exploding like a bomb. Only the fearless hellmen and women giving it one try after another succeeded. When Bruce Irons towed into that mammoth wave, everybody was gasping for air, but the man survived hell.
To have that kind of go-for-it attitude, to have that kind of headspace, to have that kind of confidence in believing that you're actually going to survive that it's like going to war. You know, there's bombs going off everywhere, and you're literally looking at a guy going, oh, he's dead. Oh, shit, he's dead. And like you're getting scared for these guys just watching him. So I don't understand what goes through their minds to put themselves in that position. So, yeah, unbelievable shit.
Even hardcore women like Keala Kennelly couldn't stand the temptation, and the list of big wave riders experiencing the biggest Teahupoo wave ever goes on.
I think my brother had a little something to do with it, you know, made it humongous, and the waves I got pounded on, I know he was right there, because I was in a bubble.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was terrifying, you know, I was nervous as shit coming into it, and yeah, I mean, it was 20 feet, it was the heaviest waves I've ever seen.
I'm actually proud to be a part of the sport, because I reckon the guys just took it to another level that day, you know. It was just amazing to see these guys ride such big waves and ride them so well. There's a lot of people wiping out, but hey, it just means they're going for it.
Probably one of the most amazing days of surfing I've ever seen. Just their passion, their drive, their mentalness, their just everything. They went hard. Probably the hardest I've ever seen some crew go, really.
Pretty crazy, and you get out there and you're sitting there and you're like, I don't know, heaps of emotions going through, and you're like, you know, you want to go deep and you want to get the right one, and you're sort of scared, but you sort of, adrenaline starts pumping too. But then when you hit it and then you're in, you're locked in, you know what I mean? You can't pull off then, and you start to hear everyone screaming from the channel, all the media boats, but you're just concentrating on your line, really. And there's so much water coming up the face of them waves. It's just crazy. I've never felt anything like it.
The crazy Code Red day carried on with heavy waves and even heavier performances, definitely cutting the chains of the monster away.
People that were sitting in the channel were literally screaming, not because they were excited, but because they were so scared for the guy's life that was actually riding the wave.
At that point, you just realise that, like, that today people are going to go places that people aren't really supposed to be.
He's still around. I saw him out in the water the other day, so Fruit Loops, these guys.
But still an enormous part of riding pure energy. And then Nathan Fletcher took off into Tahiti's backless mutant towed by Makua. It's the biggest wave ever ridden in Chope, some say. The face easily 30 feet, and at the end of the ride, the foam ball blasts him into the air along with the entourage in the lineup. But he nearly lands it. He's alive, having ridden the gnarliest wave in history.
That wave was, I seen a picture of that, and that was nuts. I'm glad to see him still breathing. I'm glad to see everyone's still breathing, because you know what? There's much waves that people didn't make.
It was almost like they were trying to kill themselves that day, but it was almost controlled suicide almost.
I think if it was even bigger than that, there still would have been guys going as deep and as fast and as hard as they could.
It was ridiculous. It was an amazing thing to watch. I think anyone who saw it that day will have it in their mind forever.
A Saturday is just so entrenched in my mind, though. I'll never forget that for the rest of my life.
Code Red in Tahiti was a historic moment, not only by going over the edge of riding big waves, but also by all the people who experienced and saw a moment between life and death.